Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Joe. Not sure if you can hear me, but if you're speaking, you're on mute.
Hey, Shaf. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it? Good, how are you?
Oh, sorry. My audio was off. What's going
Oh,
on?
no. Okay. Not much. How's your week been?
Been decent. A lot of changes happening uh in my job. So, um,
Okay.
yeah, I'm kind of at a turning point here. I'll have to give you a call about this at some point, but we can talk about that later.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. What about you? What's going on?
Um, let's see. A lot of different moving pieces. Um, Couple onboardings. Um, I think I mentioned to you the trade show that we went to. Um,
Right.
and then what else? Yeah, starting the onboard a nonprofit this week. That'll include a GHL build as well.
Hmm.
We're just going to run their ads management for them. So there's a Google grant program for 10K a month that they get for free. And so we're going to charge them a management fee. And the goal is just basically to double that management fee in the form of like donations coming in.
Got it. Awesome.
So,
Okay.
and then GHL is just going to be the back end, what we use for that.
Okay, sounds good.
So, let's see what else. Yeah, I got a couple actually smaller law firms in my BNI group, or just people that I'm connected with that um are finally kind of expressing interest now. Like more so, I'd say the solo practice or people that have kind of gone off on their own and started a one-man law firm.
Hmm.
Um, they either have like a really basic website that they put together on Squarespace or Wix and just
Hmm.
migrating that over, or just building a new website from scratch for them and then putting a chat widget on. So,
Yeah, makes
so
sense. Speaking of like chat widgets, we talked a little bit about the Roger Legal
mhm.
use case about how they just continue to use Ring Central and just bought
Yeah,
additional like AI receptionist service for I think it was like $37 per month.
yeah,
Um, Obviously there's no competing with that. And to your point, like those law firms that you're talking to in your BNI group right now are single, kind of solopreneur lawyers. And I feel like that for somebody like that, that would make more sense for GHL or for, the AI receptionist, just because, obviously it's kind of like a force multiplier, but um, if they already have like a Ring Central uh subscription and the AI receptionist part is the only thing that they need, like they don't need anything else, then the value just doesn't make sense, right? For what they're paying. Um, Obviously, we're quoting like anywhere from $100 to $500 per month for the subscription fee. That's far exceeds like the AI receptionist that Ring Central provides, and I'm sure like a lot of these other providers provide, right? Um,
yeah. I mean, I think it's one thing to like, yeah, great. They get an AI receptionist and that handles the phone call part of it, but how does that integrate with their actual sales process? Is it like creating? opportunity records in the pipeline? Is it triggering workflows to send out emails and text afterwards? That kind of a follow up, or is it literally just answering the phone call and then, you know, sending an email summary to the business owner?
Yeah. So I did ask them that question. They said, yeah, they were able to integrate with HubSpot, and RingCentral was able to set that up for them without an implementation fee. So it
Okay.
would create opportunities there, and then it would trigger like either actions or whatever they do in the CRM to be able to reach out to those folks.
Okay.
But realistically, like somebody that gets a voice call right after that voice call ends and appointment's booked, there's no further like communication that in their mind needs to be done in order to follow up with these folks, right? It's just pass it off to an attorney, book an appointment, that's it. To
Yeah.
your point, yeah, I think there is value in like an automation of putting them in uh, a targeting sequence. If they don't close after the first appointment or whatever, but that's about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think in that scenario, if they're like, oh, it integrates great with HubSpot and pulls the records in, well, then I mean you can also spin that then like, oh great, so now you're using three systems that are starting to pull into each other, right?
Mhm.
Versus the the convenience of having everything in one system, not needing to jump between, oh, my phone calls are in Ring Central, my CRM opportunity notes are in HubSpot, my appointments are in Acuity or whatever else other tools that they're using.
Right.
The ease of having everything in one place would probably be the the counter objection to that.
I see. How often have you seen like folks like these do an entire rip and replace of like pretty much their entire CRM plus like all this other stuff?
I mean, in the case of Rodri, probably very like rare because they're already have they've probably been using HubSpot for so long, and it is gonna like they just have their systems kind of dialed in with that. But if you're dealing with like a one person law firm where there's where they haven't been using for as long, there's a lot less people that would be required to get trained on everything and a lot less friction in that sense.
Hmm.
So um yeah, so I think if they've already been like adopting another platform for a while and there's multiple stakeholders and multiple people that would need to be trained on it, it's probably not as uh not as strong of a possibility that they'd be willing to migrate over.
Makes sense. I have another question as well, but just wanted to make sure that we're all kind of buttoned up on this topic. I think, yeah, like those are super helpful. I think that objection handling. But I think for this particular client, like it was kind of a long shot. I just need more leads in the funnel, right? More
Yeah,
opportunities. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
that's
let's
helpful.
flip it. Like, let's what's a win for you that you had this last week?
Yeah. I guess like a win that I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks was my other uncle wants to use these services, and they don't have a website. They've been running their business for 15 years and
Okay,
they don't have a website. So
gotcha. What kind of
uh,
business is this one?
it's a dental, it's funny, it's a dental
Jesus
supply
Christ.
business, right?
Okay, yeah,
Dental
you did
lab
mention this one.
supply business. So they supply labs.
Okay, go with
Um,
dental lab supply business.
Supply business, yeah. Dental lab.
Okay, and where are they
It's not a
based?
dental lab, it's a dental lab supply business.
You guys got the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Where are
an
they based?
empire. They're based in Artesia.
Oh,
New
okay.
Mexico.
No,
Artesia,
the
New Mexico.
no
Uh,
Artesia, California.
there's one in
Artesia,
California.
California. I was like, Artesia, New Mexico? Seriously? Like, what are they doing there, man? There's nothing there.
Fun fact, that's where James Hard went to high school.
Yep.
Artesia High School.
Yeah, no, my family's from there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I know
okay.
it's at. That's where also Border Patrol training is.
Oh, he's
Okay.
talking about the Artesia, California. You're talking about,
Artesia, California.
yeah.
Yeah, I forget that there's so many because when people say it, I'm like, how do you know about Artesia, New Mexico? Literally, no one knows that unless you're patrolling the border. Like
That's
that's
so
it.
funny. Yeah. Um, but hey, so that was a win, and I actually had a question on that note. So like I was looking this up and I talked to uh what's his John Javier about this too. But like my brother's building out actually the website in GHL for his business. And
Mm.
yeah, it's primarily going to serve as like a marketing funnel, right? Which is GHL is fine for. But John and both the internet say that it's going to be tough for SEO in the future if you build websites in GHL. So I'm curious, like, how do you build websites for folks and how do you handle SEO for them?
Yeah, I think that opinion had some weight maybe 2, 3 years ago. Um, but it's definitely shifted a lot now that GHL has offered uh, SEO Atlas and like SEO specific tools directly within their suite. So that may have been a factor before, but it's not necessarily the case now. They've upped the game a lot in terms of addressing that concern because it was something that people kept pointing out, like, hey, I don't want to build a website in here if I can't run SEO on it, and it's um, WordPress is still the gold standard for that. But yeah, they specifically addressed that by uh, building out partnerships with SEO Atlas and
Dude, I'm also
or
wondering too,
Search
like,
Atlas.
makes sense. What's Source Atlas, by the way?
Sorry, what I always forget what's the Cortland, what's
Search
the name of the
Atlas.
Search
Search
Atlas? Yeah,
Atlas. Yeah.
yeah.
There. So Search Atlas though is it's going to find the gaps. It's like Ahrefs. They're trying to outdo Ahrefs and all the other sourcing tools that you can use to, find the gaps in your headlines and all of that other stuff, right? Like I have my own opinion on Search Atlas, and Shaft knows my experience with them overall as an SEO company. They're good.
It's their customer service that was bad, right? Or
Well, no, that and it was, I mean, they were ripping off other people's softwares to build their own. So and one of
got
them was
it.
a personal friend of mine. So I was just like, yeah, I have an issue with that. They're in that sense, they're not very ethical. Um, they copied two major softwares and found a way to tweak it to not get in trouble. Um, but what it does is Search Atlas is an extremely robust like audit system. Um, in terms of like the websites, what it's doing, how it's appearing, what you can do, some gaps you can put in. They nickel and dime the shit out of you though for everything. Like if you want more credits or you want more services, that you have to continually pay for it, and there's just a lot there. Um,
Which I
it's
think
but
GHL kind of mitigated because get you they got wholesale pricing for like they dealt with the negotiation on the price side. So
yeah, it would
you're
I'll need to go back through and see what they negotiated with Search Atlas in terms of that, because so Search Atlas has two companies, or Search Atlas is a arm of one of the company, and then they have Auto, which does all the automated SEO stuff. Um, Search Atlas will their whole purpose was to be a cheaper resolution to Ahrefs, who continually raises their prices on everything. And they're a really good and rank tracker and all that stuff, right? Who I would tell you guys to ever use. My team uses it. My mentor is the one that put me onto it, and they always have a sale. They have one coming up. It's called SEO Power Suite, and they've got 4 systems in one. I think it ends up being like $179 a year, and you get some extremely good, robust tools. So like it, it kind of mitigates itself, and it audits anything, whether it's a web builder site like a GoDaddy or whatever. It'll identify it. It'll tell you, hey, here's your gaps, here's your keyword. Granted, it is in 4 separate pieces, but if you're looking to really track your rank, cool. If you're looking to really see the gaps in your SEO content, cool. If you're looking to see gaps in the actual social output, cool. Like I've found it to be probably the best tool I've ever used is SEO Power Suite. Um, and they obviously they don't integrate with GHL, because you have to actually put everything. Some of it's labeled onto your desktop or to your
right.
device itself, and then but you can go online and stack a bunch of stuff in. But it is a great system. Search Atlas at 79, you might be getting their lower rung with maybe a couple of features of their middle offer, because they did
Okay.
offer a $99 a month option. I was on the I was on a cheaper option because I bought a lifetime pass, which I since reneged. And then because I was an auto beta tester, they gave me features that nobody can get because I helped them with integration and building and all that stuff. But then their prices just started getting absolutely crazy. I think their total package price right now is something like $6.99 a month. It's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's insane. It's insane. But the search atlas piece of it for GHL sites, I wouldn't say is bad, but there's other tools out there that can do a whole lot if you need them to. And if
Yeah.
y'all ever have questions on that, let me know. But
Okay. So this is at
yeah,
least a tool that they've enabled for us to use to address that pain point. And
yeah,
reality is that I think for the overwhelming majority of businesses, this would be sufficient. Like if you're dealing with let's say a dental company or dentist office, this is going to be more than sufficient to
yeah,
address their
yeah,
SEO needs.
Got
yeah,
it.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think then this is fine for now, right? Like if we need to pivot later, that's all okay. Short, no, I don't want to elaborate on this topic, but just to ask very quickly, have you ever used like AI tools to build like Replit or Lovable or anything like that to just build the website from LLMs and then just like use that or modify the code there to like or do you see any downfalls with doing that?
Um, I haven't played around enough with them to have like be able to draw a conclusion.
Hmm.
I feel like I've had multiple clients come to me saying, "Hey, I built a website on Lovable just to kind of get something off the ground,
yeah,
but I need you to build me an actual legit website now."
I
So
see.
that's kind
yeah.
of been more my experience with it, more so than me building something there.
I will say there's a group I'm in. It's actually the group I first joined. The founder of it, he created an AI WordPress Elementor based builder,
Huh.
which is
Okay.
pretty cool. I'm testing it out, and I was going to tell you guys that it's a great question, Joseph, because I get the same thing. I use LLMs to build out all of my stuff. I've just finished building out a custom GPT that um, I'm getting permission from my mentor to see if I can never share it because he gave me a lot of information from his closed off GPT. But it all comes down to the structure of it. But there's a pretty decent, it's called B12 in ChatGPT that will do a really good layout structure. Um, but what I've built is way, way, way more like, and I'll show you my chip website when I'm done with it. And I used it to build that. But you can use it to go through, you can use an AI builder to give you the structure because visually they look great. Like I think AI builders actually build really beautiful layouts. They just build really shitty headlines and content. Like it's really bad. So you can then take that and modify it and put it in and then just go in and drop, copy, paste your new information in it. And if Brandon's tool is good, I'll let you guys know because he has it to where you can build one site and it's like $19 a month. Like you just and it's as big as you want it. You get 3 or 4 reworks on it, and an agency package for 8 websites is like I think $59 a month, and it's a WordPress Elementor based site. So like you're getting a legitimate site, and it's 100% AI built, and then you can go in and
Wow.
modify as needed. So it's a first that I've seen, and I've worked with Brandon now. I've known him for 6 years. He doesn't build shit, like he just doesn't.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll keep you updated on that because yeah, I'm actually thinking about offering that as my like, hey, do you want like $100 a month website that I manage, host, do this, you get modifications, all that, and after 2 years it's yours. Like you go into a year contract or something with me, and it's your site, and I just use these, and it's WordPress based, so I already know how to build in it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm testing that out next week um, with that, and then I do have to jump, gentlemen, because I got a BNI meeting I'm subbing for. But Chef, I sent you an email yesterday on a client I talked to. That's one of my wins. A new referral for a lady who has a personal fitness business that she's trying to grow to 30 people, and then she's
Okay.
also a real estate agent. And then Steve stuff. I got his
Wait,
IT
did you send
guy.
me email or text? I don't see an email from you.
I sent you an email about the lady. Her name is Jasmine. Um,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I did a whole. I recorded our meeting. I did a breakdown. I tried to make it as easy for. It's long, but it's like bullet pointed, broken down, and I
I
put the
got
meeting
one
in there too.
for Jamie Ramos. Is that it?
Jamie, I'm sorry, Jamie, not Jasmine. Jamie Ramos.
Okay.
And then we got Steve stuff. And then my accountant gave me his cousin, who is a commercial developer, commercial lender, and commercial, like he teaches people how to do buy commercial properties in a very, very exclusive way. So he's looking for an option. I think I text you about him. He's finally getting back to me some information, giving me a summary of all of his businesses and what he's looking for. Because right now it's like he just needs like quick informational customer/investor style landing pages and a place where you can capture stuff, which is perfect for GHL. Like we can just build out the landing pages and he has a system that captures it all. As long as it's under one entity, we're good to go.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's it. And then April, Steve's wife said she gave me her IT guy. They use a IT company to manage their emails, their calendars. I'm trying to get in touch with him to schedule a time. And then Shap, I just need a time where if you're free Monday between 11 and 1, or you know, you got a schedule, we can sit down with April and talk about getting her set up and officially starting everything for Steve. We can do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you my calendar link. We can
Okay.
figure out the onboarding.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
just to recap, your two kind of opportunities right now are Jasmine, who's a real estate agent and a fitness trainer, and then, or sorry, Jamie, not Jasmine.
Yeah. Jamie.
And then the other one is the real estate investor slash, he kind of he plays around multiple spaces within the real estate space. And who is that
Correct.
from? That's from
That is my
accountant.
CP. That's my CPA's cousin.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
cool.
got two more for me that he's working on because if you look, it's Marcus. If you look in there, he had somebody interacting with this chat widget and he closed him as a
Oh yeah,
client. So
there we go.
yeah, man. So he said
So
that person's probably going to be a good one for me as well. So he and I are going to probably start creating a partnership where he just feeds them to me as he does the deep
amazing.
dive. And then also a friend of mine that runs a pretty sizable copier dealership in San Antonio who's looking to expand and possibly even buy my mom's business. He's like, dude, our website sucks, this and that. He goes, I don't want to spend a lot on it because we're B2B and it's copier. I was like, well, I looked at it and it looks like shit, man. And I was like, let me fix it for you. So might be another opportunity there. And he does a lot of information gathering. So but
Okay.
yeah,
Let's
I'll
chat
get
about
that.
Marcus specifically. I
Yeah,
have some ideas as far as like for CPAs in general, just because it is tax season, trying to figure out how to use the tool best
yeah, yeah.
to get more return appointments. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
All
mean,
right, man.
did you end up dropping from your BNI chapter or did you
Not yet.
are you okay? So use that as a
Probably.
commercial. The win from Marcus, mention whatever, like how much, I don't know what his typical tax return pricing is, but mention that like, okay, this chat widget that costs him $97 a month or whatever you're charging him,
Yeah.
got him a lead,
How are you doing?
and that's gonna, you know,
Let me get up a couple.
bring in 2,500 or 3K, whatever that costs. So
Sounds good, man.
cool.
All righty. Well, I'll take it easy,
All right.
gentlemen.
Cool.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Shoot me a text
See you,
if you need anything
Portland.
else.
Okay. Later, Joseph.
See you, man.
All right.
Chef, so that's available, right? But that's more of just like a dashboard kind of tracker to make sure that like each widget or part of SEO is taken care of. But still the adjustments on the website need to be made. Things like, blog posts or hyperlinks to other like high authority websites or whatever it is.
Right. Which is still going to be the case even if you build it in WordPress too. And I
Of
think
course. Yeah.
the blog section is probably the biggest thing that is controllable, and that they've made adjustments there as well to make it SEO friendly. So let me pull up an example. I think he
And dude,
has
I really think that like building out more of an online presence for both businesses will go a long way, right? Because a lot of dentists actually right now are in their 30s, right? Or early 30s or late 20s or whatever it may be. And so if I'm a new dentist opening a practice and I'm looking for a dental supply lab, like I'm going to be looking online. I'm not going to go and shake hands and, you know, yeah, I mean, some of them come through referrals, I'm sure, right? Like people that they know or whatever. But it's like Yeah, I just think that there's a huge missed opportunity with not having any online presence or a funnel for
Hmm.
capturing leads.
Yeah, definitely. Um, let's see here. Continue. So yeah, I think like if you look at the arc, like the interface for adding blog articles, this is super helpful. Like as far as adding the keywords that you want to appear for.
Hmm.
Um, and I think just it's mainly a consistency thing, right? Like you could have all the SEO features available, but if you're not doing consistent blog posts or content around it,
Hmm.
that's all entirely useless. So if you have a client that's like consistently posting once a week and they're posting good content that's relevant to a certain keyword or topic, then
Yeah.
that this is more than enough for, CPAs, accountants, law firms, dentists, whatever.
Right.
So
Okay. Yeah. Um,
so yeah.
but I
And,
guess like,
and that's also another service you can run for them as well. Like, hey, for $500 a month or $1,000 a month, we'll do 4 blog posts for you that are SEO optimized, like that's SEO specific.
right. Interesting. Do you offer that service too?
I haven't really, like, it's not something I proactively offer.
Hmm.
um if they are looking for, if they want help on that front, yeah, it is something that we have the resources to provide.
Got
So
it. Okay. Um, okay, makes sense, man. Uh, cool. I think that's it off the top of my head, actually. Oh, I just got referred to by Corinne again to
okay.
another dog boarding service in Houston, and it's called peacelovedogshouston.com. I'm gonna drop it in the chat here, but it seems
Peace,
like they're
love,
already using
dogs.
GHL
Okay.
because they have that chat widget there.
Yeah.
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 So I'm not sure how much I'd be able to help with that, help them with that.
Right.
But
This is, you might just carve out your own little GHL empire in the dog and dental space. Do you know any
Need that
dog dentists?
dog dentists. That's actually a good
Yeah.
call. I don't know. I guess it's vet and dentist probably the same thing, right?
Yeah, probably. They probably lump that into one.
No, but it's a completely different industry, obviously human and pet dentistry. But uh
Yeah.
what do you use? Like, should I even have the conversation?
I mean, I think it's worth having a conversation. Just like, well, what was the context of the intro? Did she say, "Hey,
He
they
said,
need help. They're not happy with something," or
she
like,
said, hey,
I know of.
he said, Corinne's my mentor, and I'm also in the pet industry. I'd love to chat about what you're building for her. Let me know how I can get in her schedule.
Got it.
So
Okay.
maybe the real money's in the
Um,
actual integration between Goose and
yeah, I
and
mean, yeah, definitely worth the conversation. Kind of feel out. You can mention like, hey, look, I know you're using GHL. What's your experience been with that? What are you using it for right now?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, let's see the contact us.
That's a GHL form, right?
Yeah, but they don't even they don't even have like a calendar to a um book a meet and greet or anything like that. So they're just,
Right.
yeah, I'd say just making tweaks to it.
Yeah, makes sense. Another win that I'll mention is that Tailwag's already been getting quite a few like entries from the chatbot. So
Okay.
they have I think 5 or 6 different messages and the
Okay.
A2P set up for the phone number as well. So they're getting responses.
Okay.
So it's looking pretty good. But thanks, man, for helping me out so much with this.
Yeah, of course. Did we get I think we created the calendar event for the meet and greet, but I think we were waiting on like what specific slots they wanted, right? Was that a thing we were pending or waiting on from them?
Um, what are we waiting? Oh, we're waiting on yeah, Ginger access, which I just got. So I'm gonna sign
Okay.
in. I think he had some trouble, like, I don't know, adding you or the team at leadbuddy.io email. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that for you guys, and
Okay.
then I'll let Sime know when that's done.
Okay.
Um,
For this one though, for the oh wait, we don't have a meet and greet calendar yet. So for the meet and greet for them to like come check out the space for the um the actual facility. I think they wanted to do like I don't know what they had like a very specific date and time. Like, okay, we only want to do it on Tuesdays at like 11:30 to 1 or something like that. Could you get those times from them so we can
yeah, so
set
I've
the
been
availability?
I've been trying. They've just been lagging. I'm gonna call Isaac today because I need to tell him that somebody booked something at 8 a.m. for next Wednesday. Or no, hold on. Okay, this is super weird. It says, thanks for confirming your details. For Blues boarding, we have several openings on Wednesday, March 4th. Here's a few options.
Wait,
So I
also, it's
think,
really weird. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change the schedule and appointment to meet and greet.
okay.
All right. Oh,
I'm just worried that like they're booking appointments and Isaac and Corinne are not even aware.
yeah.
Also, what times?
This one's
Oh,
for Monday through Friday. Like, I don't. I don't. I think maybe the AI agent created one on its own because it didn't have one linked to it.
I think it did.
So let's yeah, let's get the time for them. Like, hey, when do you want people to come in? I vaguely remember it like being between 11 to 1.
Oh,
Um, so but if we can get a more narrow time from them as far as what that looks like, that'll be good.
seems like they're times of uh shit. Because a couple of people made appointments at 8 a.m.
Okay.
That's not good.
Um,
There's one that's supposed to come at 8 a.m. this morning.
which
Brian
was
Ford.
about yeah, which is about an hour ago, hour and a half ago their time.
Yeah. And there's another one that got booked on March 4th, but that's super weird because I don't know where
I'd
this
be I'd
came
be
from.
wary about that one. That's it seems like it's just a fake person. Yeah, I feel like let me look at this conversation. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay. So this needs to be, they need to contact this lead because they're looking to house them for the 4th. and pick up on the 8th, but they booked their appointment for the 4th. So that obviously is not going to work. So if you can let Corinne know to reach out to this contact and say, hey, they're scheduled, but I think they misunderstood what the purpose of the calendar is, or what the purpose of that appointment is.
So so that came in through the chat bot, right? It says, hi there, I
Yeah.
have a question to ask us. So okay.
So we'll need to modify the prompting on the chat widget
Mm-hmm.
or the conversation AI so that it understands that, hey, the purpose of the meet and greet is so that they can come, discuss. First of all, I think my thought is,
Well, I mean, this is fine, right? They already closed this customer. Like he wants.
yes, but I think it's the way it's set up right now, it's a little bit it's a little misleading, right? Because technically, based on this system, we think that they're coming in for a meet and greet to check out the resort and gauge whether or not they want to actually board their puppy there or their dog there.
Yeah.
This guy thinks he's just going to come in and drop them off, right? So
Right.
yes, we may close them, but it's not best practice because they don't know what the rate or cost is. That may not even be a factor, but that's probably stuff that should be disclosed to them before they actually show up to board them. The other thing is, I don't know where these people are located. Let's see, 760 area code. Okay, that's in Palm Desert. Okay, so they could be a local person, right? But you could also have people that are traveling, like let's just say someone's going on a cruise leaving from San Diego and they need to drop off the dog to stay at the resort for the time that they're on the cruise. So they might be traveling from somewhere completely different and need to travel with them and then leave them at the facility, right? So there's not necessarily always an opportunity to do the meet and greet on site. So maybe some kind of consultation or phone call with them rather than just pushing them to come in on site.
Makes sense. I guess what do we need to do with the chatbot to make sure that like we know which meetings booked are ones that are actual appointments versus uh just meet and greets?
Yeah, so I think just adjusting the prompting, saying, hey, let's get you booked for a call with our team to discuss what our programs are and what the costs and what the facilities are like.
Yeah.
And then on the calendar for a meet and greet, maybe we give them an option to do on site or over the phone. So
Yeah.
that can be adjusted. So in the meet and greet calendar option, so on the meet and greet calendar option, you can give them two, like one on site with the actual location, and then the other one being, oh, so let me see what this looks like. So you see here, it gives me the two options to choose. Okay, well, if I want to come in or if I want to do it over the phone.
Got it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically.
So that's the booking link that gets sent to the customer like over text, right? Like
Um,
conversation with them.
that's another thing we have to look into the AI agent to see how it's configured. There's two options. There's one that gives you. Okay, so goals. So there's two options, right? So it gives you where it says don't book the appointment, only send the link. So that's not checked. So right now it's going to just mention those times conversationally, saying Like if you go back to the chat with this person,
Mm-hmm.
it shot out a couple of days and times, right? But if you had the option checked, it would say, here's the calendar link. Feel free to grab a time, whatever.
Yeah.
This kind of gives you more of a like concierge, like you're just spitting out times and then they do it conversationally. It feels like you're interacting with a person and they're like, you know, actually assessing, like addressing your needs versus just shooting out a link. And it also, you get higher conversion because if you send the link out, you're relying on them to click on it and actually go through the process
Right.
versus with this, um, you're following up and making sure it gets booked.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep. Cool. Any other questions on this one?
No, man, I'm gonna call him. I appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, so just let them know, like, hey, good news. We got a new client, or we got a new lead for you. There's two of them. Oh yeah, and so Brian Ford's an existing customer. They just need to, I guess, adjust this in their system instead of this as a meet and greet. They need to book this time and this date for an actual service, and then same thing with Mike. What else? Huh. Yeah, and then I think just making some adjustments on the prompting of the AI agent.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I don't I like it's up to you how you want to position it. Just say, hey, there's two new bookings that came from it. One is a returning guest, a returning customer,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a new one that booked for this date. You can reach out to them by phone to collect any other details that you need. But this one's for March 4th. This one is,
Dude,
I
it's
guess
gonna be
they're,
fucked if that person shows up and it's not open, right? Oh, but they open at
yeah,
7 a.m. So okay. Yeah, I just checked. They
yeah.
open at 7 a.m. It's okay.
Okay, perfect. So I mean, this one, like you can just mention, hey, like you had a recurring repeat customer that just booked for today. I'm sure you guys already got them situated.
Mm-hmm.
And then for this one, you can say this is a new customer. They're booked for the 4th, but reach out to them with any other details you need to collect.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, sweet. Thanks, man. And I'll make sure to make those adjustments. Um, what is it? The Actually all good. I think we're okay there. Where's the booking calendar on their page? Like on their
Uh,
website, right?
on their website. So that is right now, if you go and click on book a meet and greet, it's just a form, right? But we want to integrate or embed the calendar here. But to do that, I want to first nail down what times do they want for meet and greets.
Got it.
And so that's going to be our main CTA. Like, all right, how many meet and greets are we booking, whether they're phone or in person?
Mm-hmm. So we're trying to replace this page basically just with the calendar.
Yeah, I mean, not even replace the page. It would just we can embed this literal, like, just this portion where this form is right now.
Right. Once we get the times, right, that
Yeah.
they want to book those.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Sweet. All right, man. Thank you so much.
Yep. Of
Um,
course.
I think that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Again, I think like this week and next week, I'm trying to focus on how do I increase my outbound? And if you have any other new ideas that we haven't discussed before, let me know.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll do. Sweet.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah. Talk to you
Anything
soon.
else?
No, just let me know when you're playing soccer or if you're doing any of that anytime soon. Or
Yeah,
tennis.
dude, it's been tough to try and find a game because all the outdoor games are getting canceled because all the snow on the ground. Um,
Right, makes sense.
so I literally haven't played soccer like for 3 weeks, which honestly is killing me. But yeah, there's nothing for today. There's a morning game tomorrow, but it's in Long Island City.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the only one that I can find is Friday evening, but I have plans. Saturday morning could be um a thing though, or Saturday afternoon, I guess. But it would
Okay.
be at
Yeah,
that
keep me
same school
posted.
that we went to last time.
Oh, fuck that.
Why didn't you like that place?
I was just slipping and sliding. I just didn't like there was like no traction on there whatsoever.
That's
And
fair.
also like yeah, like the surface wasn't great. And also just there's just like these random objects I felt like on the wall that were like kind of low key a hazard.
Yeah, fair. All right,
Yeah.
dude. Um, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Dude, thanks a bunch. Yeah. Talk to you
Yep.
later.
All right.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.